Well, as we come towards the end of our concert for tonight and for this year, I must say that Prom Praise couldn't possibly happen without the commitment and hard work of the committee, which spends most of a year planning the next concert. But one person who works almost full-time on this concert for about 3 months of the year is my very good friend Ruth. She ferrets out music, she gets permission to perform it, she organises the orchestra and the choir, as well as me. She liaises with organisations, she arranges the flowers, and is generally the driving force to get this concert to the state that it's in tonight. Please will you thank her, and please can I ask her to come over and join me at the microphone. Ruth, why are we doing a third concert?
Well, many times in the last 2 weeks I've wondered. Long and hard. I guess a lot of you know, you've heard a lot tonight about the English Prom Praise. The idea for these concerts came from All Souls Langham Place, where over 20 years ago they had a desperate need to extend their building because so many people attended. And after worrying, because they're in the heart of London, they discovered that they could in fact excavate right down and double the size of the church. It was an incredible feat, and I understand that it was probably open debt-free. At the end of it, they said, well, let's have a concert to say thank you to God. And because they had it in the Albert Hall where the English proms are held, they called it Prom Praise. And for a long time, I have thought, well, there's a lot of talent in our churches, and you've seen it tonight, haven't you? Tubas, xylophones, organs, voices, strings, the whole lot. It's been incredible. And 5 years ago, I sat on the beach at Apollo Bay with the Crawshaw family and said, you know, do you think we could do it? Well, that's why we're having the third one tonight, because we thought we could. And it's a tremendous occasion to give thanks to Almighty God.
Well, we have a very special hymn at the end here. Why did we pick this final hymn for tonight?
Well, I think we all liked it, probably. And when I was thinking about the words, I spoke to a very good friend who lives in Apollo Bay. He's the Reverend Iflin and the minister of the Uniting Church there. And I think he's a Christian first and a patriotic Welshman second. And I'm sure. And asked him about the words, because some of our hymn books have in the last verse, when I tread the verge of Jordan, bid my anxious fears subside, death of death and hell's destruction, land me safe on Canaan's side. And others have bear me through the swirling current. And if you watch Songs of Praise on Channel 2 on Sunday mornings, you'll see that often when a Welsh hymn is sung, the words are they don't rhyme, and they don't sort of always see the same. So I asked Iflin, what was the translation? And he got out his original Welsh Methodist, Calvinistic Methodist hymn book. And apparently it was first published in 1774, so if we start next year you'll understand why. And he just gave me this translation of the whole hymn, actually. There are 5 verses which we don't sing. And the last 2 verses, this is what they mean. When I go through the Jordan, cruel death in mighty force, you went through her yourself alone, why should I be therefore afraid? Victory, make me shout it in the flood. And then the last verse, I trust in your ability, great is your work at all times. You had death, you had hell, you had Satan underfoot, top of Calvary. May it never be out of memory, may it always be in my mind. And that's why we chose it, and we sing our songs of praise.
Let's sing it. Guide me, O thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. Let's stand to sing this.